What's up, everybody? We are on our way to another off-road recovery, this one in the snow. It's about an hour and a half out of town and then up the mountain from there, so we got some highway driving. We have an hour and 16 minutes and 116 kilometers left to go, so we'll see you when we get there. We are almost to Rock Creek. We've got 12 minutes to go. By the way, Denny's behind me in his Jeep. We decided to bring his because there's a Jeep Gladiator, which will be easy, but also a 3/4 ton diesel that went to try and rescue the Jeep that we're having to pull out too. So it would suck to come all this way and you know, not be able to get it out with just mine. It also sucks bringing two because of the price of fuel these days, but at least we know 100% chance that we will be able to get both of them out. So, almost there. They're meeting us at the bottom, and then we'll head up. All right, we've turned onto the road that heads up the mountain. No sign of them yet, but we'll hang out and wait till they get here. All right. So she just shared our location with us, and I realized that we overshot by one road. Well, this is where the pin drop was, so almost. Back on the highway, backtrack a little bit, meet her. That's why I like the shared location from the iPhone, because it's exactly where they are. Live updates. All right, that's better. Conkle Lake, 25K. So apparently they're up here somewhere. That's the thing, people go out for adventures on the weekend and you wouldn't think there's still a couple feet of snow up there, judging by the dusty, dry lower sections, but it's very much winter up there still. I'll ask these cows if they've seen them. Hi, excuse me, have you seen a couple ladies in a Jeep heading up here? No? All right. Well, no word from her, but her last location update was just behind us a couple kilometers, so they must have continued up and are now out of service. Well, I think we're just gonna haul some booty up here a little bit. See if they went till they can't go anymore. That's the only thing I can think. Park where they hit snow. All right, we're now like 12 or so kilometers up the road, going to drop some tire pressure. Still haven't come across them, but we're just assuming they're up here because we've seen one set of fresh tracks.
And either way, we're gonna probably play even if whatever the case is. So.
And it's just smoother.
Yeah. Haven't put the boots on yet, but I do have still city loafer in it.
Picked a nice little area to air down. Our own private little pond over there. Nice. 5 degrees, and we're at like 3,800 feet or something. Alrighty, onward with lower tire pressure. Just down to 8 for now, because I know that I can make it to them with that, and if it starts to get a little western, we'll go down from there. Well, a couple moments later, we find the Chevy, but not them. So, hopefully they've gone onwards to the Jeep. And you can tell these Duratracks, it looks like, are from today, so I'm hoping they're up at the Jeep. The tracks continue and the conditions deteriorate. Ooh, nice creek. So, it might be 3 recoveries today, who knows? Rescue the original people, rescue the rescuer, and rescue the rescuer's rescuer, or something like that. All right, we have found probably them. No one in there. They do have Duratrax, so they probably walked up, I guess. How's it going?
Are you Bruce?
I'm Bruce, yeah.
Chad.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, hon. Thank you so much. Oh my
No
God.
problem. All right, so stock Jeep Gladiator just got pulled off to the side there. Won't be too bad. I'm gonna get turned around. We're gonna pull them backwards because we're not too far from good ground. Probably have to pull them backwards a few hundred feet. Look for a good turnaround spot, which I'll go do now. Get hooked on with the Yankum, and slow and steady we'll get out of here. And then we'll go do the diesel, which will be a little bit more, but shouldn't be too bad. It's definitely a ways back to the dirt. Just trying to decide if we turn them around in place or back her up this whole way. 50-50, we'll see.
Let me say 50-50.
So, since this rut is so defined, she's not going to be getting out of it to turn here anyways, so we're going to go back to the corner. Get the tow point, hook her up with the Yankum, and nice and slow backwards. All right, so she doesn't feel comfortable. Denny's hopping in, which is sometimes preferred. And the goal is just to get her out into those ruts there, because she'll definitely stay in those because they're hard to get out of. Alright, got the back tires in. We're gonna double it back so I can convince the front to come on. And then I'll head towards that way. Nice and easy, but we'll just keep them on the line so we can kind of encourage the rear end to go where I want it to go. We'll unhook them once we get to dirt there. Slow and steady, because even if it doesn't go the way you're wanting it to, you can stop and you're not too far behind. If you yard on them, you can make things worse really fast. Actually, I'm gonna stay hooked up because it angles pretty good towards that bank. It doesn't look that bad, but it's worse than I'd like it to be, and it's solid ice. All right, so we'll get him unhooked here, and then there's good dirt ruts back. He can turn around where the other Jeep is. I was gonna unhook you before that corner, but I didn't like that lean, so might as well.
Those tires are not meant for what we're doing.
Yeah, so she doesn't feel comfortable driving back out because there is some sketchy spots still, and obviously she scared herself. So Denny's gonna drive her out. We're gonna leave his Jeep here for now because we might try and go the fun way out. That's the smart decision. So he's gonna drive that. We'll go get the truck out. Unless it's too hard, then I'll shuttle Denny back to get his Jeep, and then we'll go out. But either way, we'll get him out. First things first, we'll get the Gladiator turned around. Just going back till it's all dirt, because it's right there. It's a little longer than the old TJ and LJ that he's used to, but I'm sure he won't mind the comfort. Denny's just learning how to shift ranges in the transfer case and push buttons and do all the fancy electric things that his Jeep doesn't have. And then I'll go out in front just in case there is a problem. It's easier for me to give them a pull. But there shouldn't be. All right. Made it back. Denny's just parking up around the corner where it gets good. Now I just need to decide if I want to tackle this one with just mine or go back and get Denny's Jeep. So we'll have a little look around. He is in the mud down there, and he does have 1,000 or 2,000 pounds of cinder blocks in the box apparently. So it's heavy. You can see the paver blocks sticking up over the box there. He does have some good recovery points on the front, which is good. I just don't want him to, or his box to hit that bank over there. So we might go get Denny's to hook onto the back and just make sure we don't do damage, because it's a very nice truck. So we decided to do the smart thing for once, and since Denny's Jeep is just a few kilometers away, we're going to get it, hook onto both ends. It's just too nice and expensive of a truck to do otherwise, and he said he's got like 1,500 pounds of paver blocks in the back, so.
A lot of paver blocks in there.
Yeah, and the bottom of the ditch isn't necessarily the bottom of the ditch because it looks very mucky, so the last thing I want to do is do damage to the side of his very nice, expensive box, so.
And they're nice pavers too, they're not like just junk, so like he has to pick them up, take them out, put them back in after. It's just. There's
$1,000 of pavers in there alone,
yeah.
So are you sold on the new fancy Gladiator life?
No, I actually do.
Figured out how to change gears?
Yeah, but I've had the same issue in other ones and stuff. It doesn't just go when you want it to go. It's not just pure linkage based and stuff, and yeah.
Yep.
It's not great that way.
So now we're just pinned back to grab his Jeep, back to the truck, figure it out from there. Back at the old unit. This keyless entry must not be working. All right, we're back at the truck. So we're gonna use the winches for this one. I'm gonna take the front end, Denny's gonna take the rear, and we're gonna kind of pull it out sideways so we don't scrape the box down the ditch side. So Denny's gonna get set up basically 90 degrees to the back of him, hook onto his hitch. I'm gonna go about 45 degrees and hook onto his front. He'll get in, low range, turn it hard this way, and walk right up. Shouldn't have to anchor Denny. There's a pretty good edge there he can back his back tires off of. And then I'll do the same. I might anchor to a tree. Just getting the winch ring on. We're going to his driver's side. No, you can hop in and go in low range, but then just no gas. Yeah. Just let the torque do its thing. So we're using the winch ring on him, back to me. I'm snatch blocked, Denny's just single line because he's not going to be pulling too much, more just kind of guiding, making sure that he doesn't slide into the bank any worse. We'll get him in there, low range, doing nothing. Okay, you're tightened up there. Yeah, he was stuck. Okay, hang on. So slippery, that's just the low range, just spinning the tires. Spins to ice basically instantly. Hey, this way. Yeah, he was in there. I'm glad we got the Jeep. It was mud and heavy snow, so he's heading down to the corner where it's dirt to turn around, and he can get a little momentum to come back up this hill and around the corner. Well, there you can see deep mud on the back, his whole wheel and rim print, and I just didn't want his box sliding around that, so that's why we hooked up too. And yeah, I was in there. The heaviest snow you can get mixed with mud. So we'll pull out of the way and make way for him coming up. The weight's helping him when he's on the hard pack, but not when it's soft. So everyone's back to dirt. All right, and they are on their way. They'll definitely be good from here. We, however, are going back that way and taking a shortcut. We all know how our shortcuts tend to go, but it does come out closer to home if we make it over, so that's something.
I mean, we may as well make some tracks, so.
Might as well. Well, we're now past where they were stuck in a couple feet of snow, and moments later it's back to all dirt. So that's this time of year, it changes so fast. And they were just trying to come up. They had a barbecue, we're gonna have a fire. Apparently a friend told them that it was open up here, which define open, it never really officially closes. You're allowed to come up here all year, but it's definitely not open to all traffic. Again, it's not closed, but yeah, not advisable for all traffic, that is. There's a mile marker, which is actually a kilometer, 20K up the road. So I don't know how many kilometers Conkle Lake is, but I guess we'll find out. I've never actually been up this way to Conkle Lake. It's always from the other side, so it's always nice getting to see some new area. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense where the snow is and isn't, because we're in this Very shaded area, lots of trees, and no snow to be seen. I love this time of year. Runoff, there's creeks everywhere, not super dusty. Cedars. There you go. Cono Lake Provincial Park. So we're 24 kilometers from Highway 3 and 20 kilometers from Highway 33. And Cono Lake is that way.
I mean, it's only 1 kilometer.
Go check it out.
It's open.
It's open. So once you get up here, it is very well maintained, gravel road. There's the sign. If you're in the area and looking for a little day trip in the non-snowy seasons, it's a good one. This is kind of where the camp spots start. They're all scattered through the trees. Yeah. Can't really tell, but they've actually put proper gravel down on the road. It's nice. Toilets. Oh right, I forgot there's cabins up here. Old ones. Go to the beach, grab a quick tan. Facility operator. And public shelter. Pretty cool. Might as well go down to the beach quick, check it out. Oh, there's hand sanitizer on that tree. That's good, just in case. Wind our way down to the boat launch. There's even more spots down here. More poopers. Really nice. Provincial park. So a lot of tax dollars going towards this puppy, as you can tell. But it's good to have some of those. And there's the beach. I'll go launch my boat quick. I think you're good.
I mean, there's some there.
If you can jump at least 4 feet, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
It almost supported my Jeep.
Somebody's gonna find your boat.
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind grabbing a rock and throwing it on the ice, that'd be kind of nice. There's some over there. Kind of big ones, but more of a shot put. That's a nice one.
The shot put, this is the... I regret doing this to my shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, it's worth it. Ah, did go through.
Quite thin.
Yeah, that's, oof, yeah.
This is gonna be even thinner.
Not a bad shot put.
Yeah, no, I actually did shot put back in school.
I can tell. It's paying off.
I could have...
That's better.
I could have done a nice twist to really get the... There we go.
Nice. All right, enough horsing around. It's almost dinner time, so we're gonna start our couple-hour journey back home. Get some clips for ya. Well, I've finally had to click it into four-wheel drive. It's probably the deepest, softest snow we've encountered so far. We're kind of coming over to the north side of the mountain, so there'll probably be more going down this side, even though it's lower elevation. Even having to go into low range. How rude. Nice wet snow though. Pack's awesome. No problem. Yeah, it is definitely only snowmobile tracks here. Have I mentioned that I love this time of year? Creeks are all breaking through. You can drive wherever you want because the snow's awesome. It's not freezing cold. Yeah. All right, 16 kilometers now from the highway, and it isn't getting better. This is a pretty steep uphill, but We are at like, I think I'm at 8, Denny's at 10 PSI, so if we need, we could go down quite a bit. And the customer did text me when they made it back to the highway, so that's good. Peace of mind knowing that they made it out for sure, even though I'm pretty sure when they got back to the gravel they'd be good, but always nice when they check in when they get to service. Update, we are still on the same hill. And it is in your best interest to stay on the road here because down to the right is no bueno. So, taking our time, chugging along, not that I have a choice. Don't have the horsepowers to go any faster, really. Ah, dirt spot, faster. And in the ditch, because I'm driving with my thumb and I can only turn that far to the right. That's my range. Good enough. Just chugging along. Well, I'd like to say that it's getting better, but it's not. We're probably, judging by the tree well, it looks like it's flat, but about 2 feet of snow. All right, we've made the turn down. Kilometer 14. Should be quicker from here on out. But yeah, not a lot of sunshine in here. Well, we're back to the other valley. Going downhill, back to the highway, back to Kettle River. Little tree in our way. Excuse me, sir. Oh, we came across our first tracks from the other direction. Someone had a time. Looks like probably yesterday, and if not, the day before. Turned around right there, I guess. Another tree down. Hopefully we can squeak underneath. Bit of a bigger one. There we go. And that's why I don't have a light bar on the top. Well, among other reasons, I don't like them up there, but if I had a light bar on the top like a lot of people have, the amount of times I squeak under and push trees up is probably about a dozen times a year. So I'm glad I can't see what my roof looks like because there's probably some scratches. All right, and just like that, we are over at the other valley, almost at the bottom. You can see the river down there and nice properties. That was a nice treat for a quote-unquote shortcut home. Took a little longer, but that's usually our shortcuts. The river's starting to come up, but not nearly what it's gonna be in about a month. Kettle River. And we are back to the highway. So, thank you guys for coming along. That was a fun one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Hey, stand up guy on 10 toes. Big body pull up in a Range Rover. I can change the whole game when I say so. I pull up, shut it down, yeah, they know. Running this game ain't a thing for me. I never switched up, no change in me. The only thing changing this season, you go against me, then you know that you tweaking, okay? Cause baby, I'm him, I be on 10. Two-stepping in the party, I do not dance. Watch how I move, make it look easy. Counting up wins, that's part of the plan. Blackmail, taking up my haters a CC. That can't fail, all my victories on repeat. I'm knee deep, need a dub, best that you seek me. I'm too sick, yeah, I know I make it look easy.